Hey all, getting some fall drippies here at Earth Energetics. Sun's going down. It's a nice afternoon. I like the fall weather. Anyways, new project here. Basically, I decided I'd get a motorcycle again. I graduated from motorcycle tech in 1988. Long time ago. Worked in and out of it, but had a lot of bikes and put on a lot of miles. And it was something I was missing in my life. My ex didn't like the bike, and she didn't want me riding, and instructed me to sell it, and I haven't had one since. So it's been 17 years since I've had a bike, and so I'm going to be back in the saddle again here. Basically, I was looking to build a freeway capable machine, and I wanted to get some decent mileage, and I kind of started looking around at some different bone structures, and ended up with settling on a Sachs MadAss. It's Sachs, S-A-C-H-S, MadAss, is in not particularly pleased. I got it from a great deal on this. It was a parted out 2011 white Sachs MadAss from Moto Scoot in Milwaukee. Now this is entirely not a stock MadAss at this point. I've had it for about 3 weeks. I got it home, and the first thing I did was freaking bust out the freaking oxy fuel torch and went wild on it. First of all, the stock MadAss has an exhaust system that runs right under the seat, and consequently, to preserve the engineered suspension travel, the seat height is rather high on the stock MadAss at 33.7 inches. A little high for some people. I'm kind of short. It's high for me. I'm not going with the stock exhaust. I will be building my own tuner. Basically, the first thing I did was move the seat forward. There's 2 bolts here. They used to be, the whole seat was back to where the front bolt was up here, right? So I cut this part out and ground that down, scavenged the lug out of it, and welded it in back here, and then added a small pipe section in here, and that brought the seat forward to where I got a bit more of a sport weight distribution, more peg under hip, a little bit more of a corner carver style. The next thing I did was I extracted the swing arm and dissected it, and the stock MadAss swing arm is basically boomerang shaped. It comes up high and it comes down. If you look at a stock MadAss, it's not at all like that. It was a bit of work. I had to chalk line out some incisions into the structure and make some calculated cuts, and then I curved out the top bend here, warmed it and pulled it together and re-welded it, and then I gusseted here because I'm going to be running stock MadAss develops about 9 horsepower. I'm going to be pumping about 23, 24 through this. So I'm kind of beefed it up at the same time. I beefed up the passenger peg plate here. I ran a full seam weld, battling heat distortion the whole way, but I got it trued up. It's straight as an arrow and freaking tough as nails. I had to splice in on that bottom tube. Basically, that was a huge part of the mod. because what that did is it stretched the wheelbase of the bike several inches, giving me better high-speed stability, and also raked the bike because you know, I'm lowering the front end. I lowered the front end 1 inch. You can see the fork tube sticking up there. I'm going to get some clamp-on road race bars, and you know, in provisioning for the clamp-on road race bars above the top trip, you know, I lowered the front 1 inch, but the back is lowered nearly 5, so, or yeah, 5 or so, and I raked it out, and that also increases the trail, which also increases high-speed stability, so I should be good to 80 miles an hour here. I also shortied the fender in back. That was part of a clearancing issue that I had to resolve in that fashion, and then I also, I might as well have just built this all myself, but I did scrap out the old license plate and tail light holder and used some of the steel out of that, but this is a hand fabricated plate, fender, and tail light assembly riser that I welded in there. The directionals will go there. Now, I'm not suggesting anybody do this. I don't know how much flack I'm going to get for it. It's a sideways mount license plate, and that's actually acting as my a continuation of the shorty fender, but up above, you know, in the sprung part of the chassis, whereas the shorty fender's running in the unsprung section. Here we got, okay, this is not stock MadAss either. I put these 3/4 16th wall tubes, I roll bent those and welded them in, you know, just right there, and brought it up into the gooseneck. This is actually my cargo rack. I kind of like it because it silhouettes a traditional motorcycle tank, and it just kind of gives it an interesting element. There's like different perspective views, you know, that are just interesting, and like if you come up here, it's kind of like heart shaped. It's pretty neat. Anyways, the nice thing, the thing that makes this a really cool high mileage tinker toy is the motor mount. It takes a wide variety of aftermarket engines. I just, you know, it was almost mind-numbing trying to settle on which engine I was going to go with. They're at different price points all over the place. Now, Motor Scoot in Milwaukee is really great for this. Was really good to me for this, because I called him up. I says, you know, I want a MadAss, but I'm going to build it. I'm going to seriously, you know, hog into it and do some extensive modification. And Bill there says, well, hey, you know, we got one that's been parted out, you know, for the engine and several other items over the years that we've been using for parts, and I'll give you a good deal on it. And boy, did he ever. And they're sending me some, they're kind of working with me on this build, and this bike will actually be on Motoscoot's custom MadAss gallery on their website when it's finished. Anyways, I'm really happy with the way it's turning out, and I'm hoping it's going to be done by spring. It'd be great to get out there again. I miss the gyroscopic feeling and just the free air feel, and just everything about a motorcycle. I'm a long lost motorcyclist. It's just craving to get back into the grind with it, and I think this is really going to be a great machine. Like I said, it's going to be pretty pumped up. I'm running I'm probably going to be running the 4-valve YX motor with EFI from Ecotrons. Ecotrons is a kind of a newer tech company, and they're offering small engine electronic fuel injection systems, and they're really well set up. They got some, you know, programming options and a lot of really nice features to these small units that you wouldn't expect to find in a small engine EFI system, but it's a really good company, is Ecotrons. So yeah, Motor Scoot in Milwaukee set me up good with this, and you know, they got a lot of MadAsses moving through there all the time, because they're kind of like the original importer of the MadAss, and they're kind of a MadAss hub for the area. So I'm in a good place with all this, and I got people I can talk to about the different things, and there's actually some clubs, some MadAss rider clubs around here. So I'm pretty happy about this. You know, I've been alone out here for, oh cripes, almost. It's been 3 years now, going on 3.5 years. You know, I've been just freaking solid, half talking to myself here all the time. It'll be a good social outlet for me. Too, I've been, you know, my ex left me 7 years ago, this month, 7 years ago. So I'm hoping, you know, this will get me back into some sort of social circuit, and I won't have the guilt of the, you know, high fuel costs, or just, you know, just the high consumption. I'm just, you know, it's Rulgert, right? He's like, you know, trying to get, you know, I don't like the high consumption lifestyle. That's not my thing, right? You know, so this is gonna work out. Probably a long video here. I'll try to get it up tonight. I might have to go. You guys aren't gonna know the difference. Anyways, over and out all.